Mango Mustache Media.
Ladies and gentlemen, and I want to thank you for listening to Historically Inaccurate. Was I pointing at the wrong camera?
I think so.
It doesn't matter, because this is Historically Inaccurate, the greatest history show ever. And it is produced,
created!
Yes! And it's produced by Mango Mustache Media and distributed by Mango Mustache Media.
They do both!
You do both. And honestly, without you, we wouldn't be here. Without you, I am incomplete, both Mango Mustache-wise and
Are you talking to me or are you talking to the listener?
Both. You.
Me. Are you talking to Mango Mustache Media? Are you talking to Alex Schulte? Are you talking... I don't usually say both my first and last name when I'm talking in the third person, which I do a lot, I guess.
I'm talking to everybody. Without you, the listener, wouldn't be here. Without Alex Schulte, wouldn't be here. Without Mango Mustache Media, wouldn't be here. Without me, wouldn't be here. Without Arturo being here, we're being our producer today.
We have a first-time producer in the studio.
We fired Shelby, your girlfriend.
She was unavailable, but...
Fired.
I mean, just kidding. We fired her because she's
go.
horrible.
She just couldn't handle the pressure.
And we have Arturo, who is host of Chicano Chingon, cross promo. Go and check that show out.
Hey, Alex just did an awesome cross promo, so let me remind you that at the end of today's episode, whoever loses today's game of spelling is getting hit with the fly swatter. Maybe in the face. Will Alex agree to it? Let's find out.
Nice job.
Yeah. I swear to God, you're too good. How did he learn so quickly?
It's awesome.
I was going to just call myself God real quick, but...
What
was that noise?
Wait, how did you... How did he know how to press those buttons? Did you teach him that?
I kind of taught him...
He has too much power!
I'm a victim, and I learned.
I did it to him not too long ago, so that's funny.
Whoa.
That's cool. He knows how to do the monster button.
He has too much power. This man has too much power.
The minute he said it,
it was over. He's like,
memorized everything.
He's like, I'm gonna press that monster voice button or that God voice button for sure.
I'm concerned with the amount of power we've given to
All right,
Arturo,
welcome to Historically Inaccurate. Like he said, that's Jake Trumper. I'm Alex Schulte. Arturo Barrios is producing for us today.
And I've got a fun fact for you. It's really fun.
Better be.
It's about a David and Goliath story.
Oh, really?
Hamburgers.
Oh.
A king of burgers.
Is it wait, a king of burgers. Let me guess. Is it Arby's? We got the meat.
Oh. No, it's Burger King.
Chick-fil-A doesn't have burgers, right?
No,
they only do chicken?
They literally only do chicken.
Yeah.
That's why their cows say eat more chicken. Anyways, the fun fact today.
That's a good ad.
It's very good. Today's fun fact for you, it's going to blow your mind, is about Burger King, first established 1974 in Florida. Now, Burger King gets the trademark for Burger King worldwide. They're taking over, dominating, franchising, blowing up, bigger than ever. First two brothers decide, hey, we're going to make Burger King after they see what McDonald's is doing, before McDonald's even blew up. And those two brothers, they do fine. It's okay. And then other guys take over, and boom, it's big, it's booming, and they're going to Illinois. But little did they know, there's a little town in Illinois.
Little did they know.
That has a Burger King, but a local restaurant called Burger King that was established in 1972. Now, this restaurant did not file for the trademark Burger King.
Because why would you do that?
Why would you do that as a local business?
Right.
Why would you do that? You're like, I'm in Illinois. So the corporation Burger King is like, yeah, let's take this to court. We want you to change your name. And the little Burger King's like, nope, I won't do that. And the court goes, well, the corporation Burger King has it trademarked everywhere, but you are 2 years older than they are. So Burger King, the corporation, owns the name globally, except for that little town in Illinois within just a certain X mile radius. There's going to be no corporation Burger Kings, that little family restaurant.
I feel like that little family, they're like, we're starting our own country, and it's in the middle of Illinois. Anything
Burger King.
Here, I'll pay you in $1 million, and they hand you the money, and it's just like a picture of that guy's face.
Burger Bucks. Here's your Burger Bucks.
Yeah, Burger Bucks. And you're like, oh, I thought this was okay.
And you're like, oh wow, have you seen Better Call Saul?
That's what made me think of that.
The guy guy who's like, I'm starting my own country. Here's $1 million.
That's what made me think of that just now. That's exactly
Monopoly money, literally.
Right. He's like, "How's $2 million sound? If you become my lawyer right now, I'll give you $2 million." And Saul's like, "Oh my God, absolutely! I'm finally my big break." And yeah, the guy brings out a suitcase, opens it up, and
I imagine
he's essentially Doug Dimmadome from
I'm Doug Dimmadome
from Fairly Odd Parents.
Dimmadome.
You know,
I imagine that the Burger King, the small family Burger King,
yeah.
when they hired their lawyer, they told the lawyer, they're like, "You can have 50% of our company." The lawyer's like, 50% of Burger King? Yeah! And it's like, no, our family-owned Burger King. That's a joke. That part's not one of the fun fact. We're just riffing here.
That was the fun fact.
That's your fun fact of the day.
Is that Burger King owns a lot, except for
for that
one
little spot in Illinois, which has a Burger King as well, but it's not the franchise Burger King. And that's how a little family restaurant beat the big corporation in that little area. Oh my God, Alex.
What,
Dude,
Jake?
are you feeling okay? You're looking a little different.
I'm feeling bubbly inside. It could be the soda pop I'm drinking over here.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? I feel something coming over me. I'm gonna do something that's gonna blow your mind.
All right, what's about to happen?
I'm gonna transform myself into a scholar
Okay.
of history.
Okay. I'm very excited to see how this happens.
And not only that, but I'm going to become a woman.
Congratulations. Oh my God, that was a good record. Dude,
Just waiting.
he's good.
He's on it. He's
Too on it. It's
Right.
scary. I like my producers not knowing what they're doing. He has too much power. But okay, go ahead and
Here
do
I
your
go.
transformation.
I'm now going to transform. Wait, you should go here because this is where you'll probably be sitting.
This is podcast magic right now, baby.
All right, here we go. Let's go to the wide shot for this one, producer Arturo. And here I go.
Whoa, Alex, you're a doctor now. Wow, that's crazy. The power and magic of podcasting. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited to bring on a teacher that I had in high school. She was one of the smartest teachers I had. I was always like trying my best to not sound dumb in front of her because I was like, if I say one dumb thing, it's over. She won't think I'm smart anymore. I don't know if you did think I was smart or not, but in my head, I was like, she put me in the front of the class. I'm smart. Or it was because I was really dumb. We'll find out. Ladies and gentlemen, Doc Jones.
Thank you, Jake. I have nothing but good memories of you, sir.
Yes. Okay, good.
Yeah, I have been at Wash since 2010 teaching AP US history, and few students stick out in my mind more than you.
I was honored that you came onto the podcast as well. I was like, it would have been a really bad omen if I was like, hey, will you come on the podcast? You're like, no.
No.
Don't ever talk to me again. Don't ever message me again, Jake. So that was a really good feeling. Whereas a teacher that I not only respected but looked up to was like, I'll come on to your history podcast and talk some history. And I was really excited. We were talking about Burger King early, me and Alex, just a fun little Burger King story.
Yes.
And you were like, I want to keep that trend going. So hamburgers is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I know. We're talking more meat and hamburgers. It's going to be great. I had a misconception. Back when I was learning about this, when you messaged me this, I was like,
Yeah.
I remember learning about this.
Yeah.
It's a World War II thing. They wanted to call it Liberty sandwiches.
Right.
Then I went back, did some more research into it now, and I learned that the internet lied to me. And
As it does.
As it does. The internet is historically incorrect, which that's the name of the show.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
pretty.
Well, yeah, what a great quinky dink there. So actually, I think it came up in class, if I remember, when we were talking about Iraq and Liberty Fries.
Yes. Okay.
Or
so
Freedom Fries.
Freedom
Freedom
fries.
Fries.
So you've
Yeah.
got. It's so interesting, like all the fast food. They're like Liberty, Freedom, Fast Food America.
And then it just repeats. Like we did the exact same thing in the World Wars that we did in,
Which is
the Gulf War.
Very interesting. And when it comes to hamburgers, so originally in World War I, you're actually telling me more about this before we started filming.
Yeah.
The history of it's just crazy because I didn't know how much anti-German like propaganda there was during World War I. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. I think that when most people think about Germans and world wars, we get super caught up in World War II because of the Holocaust and how absolutely horrific that was. And so it would make sense to just go, oh, it must be World War II that we didn't want to use those terminology. But actually, it was World War I where there was super, super, super strong anti-German sentiment. Schools stopped teaching German. There were liberty leagues that kind of policed, almost bullied citizens to turn in people that they thought were being sympathetic to Germany.
Really?
And because there were still a lot of first and second generation German immigrants that had relatives in Germany. And so there was a lot of concern.
Yeah, my grandfather was actually a first generation German immigrant.
Okay.
So he probably experienced some of that.
Sure.
Now, I was a kid when he was around, so I never thought to ask.
Right.
I wasn't like, Grandpa, what was it like being a German in America? But it's such an interesting concept of how many first, second generations there were in America at the time. And obviously my grandfather, not alive during World War I,
Right.
but it's interesting how many German immigrants not only came to America, but Iowa in particular. You're telling me about that, so I can only imagine what it was like. So World War I happens. We're like, Germans, bad. No more
Bad.
Germans. So hamburgers, get them out of here. And they were called Liberty Steaks?
Liberty steaks, Liberty sandwiches,
Okay.
both, and kind of a slew of things. You know, sauerkraut became Liberty cabbage
No, Liberty cabbage.
Liberty cabbage.
Do you like sauerkraut?
on occasion.
I've never had sauerkraut. My whole family loves it. They put it on their brats.
yeah, of
Right?
course. That's what you do.
Producer, who's definitely not Alex, sitting over to the side. Did you used to have? Do you eat that too?
Hey, this is producer is definitely not Alex. Yeah, I love sauerkraut.
Do you really?
Hell yeah.
Sauerkraut is awful. What is
No,
happening?
it's so good and it's super good for you. And I just had it on pizza.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's weird. That's
No.
weird.
Apparently, it's a Dubuque, Iowa specialty
And
What?
does Dubuque
with Canadian bacon. So instead of pineapple, they do sauerkraut.
That's worse. That's so much
sorry.
worse than pineapple.
I'm sorry.
so
No, they still do the pineapple. It's instead of the Canadian bacon, they do sauerkraut.
no, it's
No,
the
they
other-
do Canadian bacon
and sauerkraut on pizza.
Yes.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So that's Liberty cabbage. So they're putting
It's Liberty
cabbage
right on the
pizza.
pizza. Right. What's more American than that?
That's a good point.
Right?
Nothing gets more American than Liberty cabbage on some pizza. God bless.
Yeah. So, and we even took down, like, and Iowa was not alone in this, but changing towns from, but we had a lot of Berlins in the middle,
Oh,
in the
okay.
Midwest.
Gotcha.
And a lot of Berlins were changed to Liberty, including the one in Iowa.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
So was there a reason that during that time, pre-World War I, so many German immigrants were coming to the Midwest?
Absolutely, absolutely. So the German immigrants tended to be more middle class
Okay.
and be more farmers in
Gotcha.
their past lives in Germany. And so whereas like Irish immigrants that also came over in
Mm-hmm.
droves at the same time tended to come because of reasons of poverty and
Okay.
whatnot. They were staying in the East Coast cities looking for jobs. Germans were coming with some capital and were moving to the Midwest.
So they could afford to move
They
to
could
the Midwest.
afford
So the
to
Irish
move.
basically would be like, we don't have
need a
any
job.
money in our pockets.
gotta
Right
have a
where we
job.
land, that's
Yep.
where we're staying. Germans could afford
Yep.
to.
Yep.
Interesting.
And
okay.
in the Midwest resembles the areas they were leaving
I
and was the
see.
farmland and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they were picking up with what they knew and started farming.
So would it be like entire families of like not just like mom, dad, son, daughter, but like they're like we're bringing the whole crew over situation?
Again,
Or-
that would entirely depend on each individual
Gotcha,
family's means,
so-
needs. Yeah.
So they're having it pretty good in America at 1st
Mm-hmm.
and then during World War I, this is just me pulling some random thought. Were Germans asked to go back to the motherland to fight, or is that like a misconception you see in movies? Because I know there's movies where they'll be like, some German soldier can speak perfect English, and they're like, I lived in America, but I was brought back because of the war.
Would that be completely unheard of? No.
Gotcha.
But it wouldn't have been like a formal government initiative.
see, that makes sense.
You
It
know
would
what I
be-
mean? It would have been more like, hey, I heard from my uncle. They want us to come back.
I see.
You
If
know,
someone was like super
yeah.
patriotic for Germany,
Then
and
they
they're
might.
like, I don't even like America. And
Right. But I feel like it was much on the flip side in terms of you had these German American immigrants taking loyalty oaths, similar to kind of what we
Gotcha.
see in World War II with Japanese
Japanese.
Americans.
So
Yeah.
basically, it's World War I. We have super anti-German stuff, and we're putting
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that. And then World War II. You're telling me this earlier.
Yeah.
It was more anti-Japanese
because
stuff.
of the attack. Yeah.
I see. So that
Yeah.
makes sense. So there was probably during World War II still anti-German.
Yes.
But it was mostly focused on the Japanese World War II, World War I mostly German, which is so interesting because I feel like so many people don't even really think of World War I.
Right. Well, and the kind of crazy thing is again, similar to kind of today, you know, Americans in particular tend to be very one-track minded,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
And so when especially for the people living through World War II, where again, like I said, we now always think Germans and the Holocaust, whatever.
Yeah.
They were like Pearl Harbor. We were attacked by Japan,
Gotcha.
and we were the only ones fighting in the Pacific arena, where there was
I
all the
see.
allies heavily involved in the European theater. So yes, we were paying attention to the European theater, but for a lot of Americans, they were very, very focused on Japan as like the enemy, the person that drew us
see.
into the war, or the nation that drew us into the war.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So now going back to World War One, we've got we've established that we don't like the Germans, so now we're saying like Liberty cabbage, Liberty fries, Liberty steak sandwiches.
Sandwiches, yeah.
How does it go back to hamburger being the mainstream, or did it just never
Time.
catch on? Just time?
I mean, we don't call French fries freedom fries anymore, do we?
That's a good point. Did people just was
There
it
was
just not
no-
as catchy as people thought it would be?
There was no memo. You know,
Gotcha,
it was
just-
no memo. It just sort of went away with the news cycle.
Interesting.
Right? The war ends. France is, and Germany eventually historically became our allies.
Yes. Yep.
So as soon as our little tiffs were over,
Interesting.
You know,
We're
you
just
go,
kind of like, and then all of a sudden, I mean, post World War One, you start seeing an actual like really cool economy. Everyone's kind of when the economy's better, people are a little bit less angry and mean. So maybe
Yeah.
they're like, hey, I'm actually going to go buy
Yeah.
some cool stuff instead of.
well,
hey,
and
no-
on a sadder note,
oh no!
I mean, like I would have to say, if I really anti-immigrant sentiment really kept up pretty strong during the 20s. Our
That makes
most
sense.
restrictive
Oh, yeah.
immigration law was in the mid 1920s.
Gotcha. Was there a more hyper focus on a certain group, or was it just immigration in general? They're like, back off.
I think it's going to be really similar again, like more like Southern Eastern Europe still. Anything associated with labor and unions, because that kind of
Gotcha.
totally starts to be seen as one, and it's very anti-labor, anti-union, anti-communism, after the Bolshevik
Gotcha. Yep.
Revolution at the end of World War One, and then it was also a really bad time for race relations.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was basically just looking at this one thing where I was like, things might have gotten a little bit better for the Germans at home in the
little,
20s.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then ignore all the other atrocities happening around that
Yeah.
one little focus. Maybe just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Hey, just
So I know we're like kind of like jumping all over the place here
Yeah.
with everything. We've got the Liberty sandwiches or Liberty steaks
Mm-hmm.
or whatever the people decided to call them
Right.
and everything.
Right.
Where are we finding kind of the origin of the before the Liberty steaks, the hamburger itself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that rooted in kind of the Midwest at all or anything? Or
yeah.
there's Germans here?
Because there's Germans here. So again, it goes back to what we were talking about with the German immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
And so this whole idea of like a minced meat patty
Okay.
does come from Hamburg, Germany. But it had been referred to as like Hamburg steak or the steak of hamburger or kind of a thing. But it was much more like what we would think of as Salisbury steak. Right?
Can I admit something real quick?
Yeah.
I didn't know Hamburger, Germany, or Hamburg.
Hamburg.
Germany. I didn't know Hamburg
Hamburg.
was. I didn't know that was a real place.
Well, clearly I wasn't your geography teacher.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that was. I did not know. To be fair, I also forgot Cincinnati, Ohio, was a real place at one point in time. I
Okay.
am not good with geography,
Okay.
so it's not like. So there in Germany, it's not like the normal patty.
No, it's
a
kind of like
steak.
how if you go to because it wasn't served on bread.
But okay.
so
that
it
makes-
was like a steak
duh.
because it was just the meat, and then it was like with gravy and onions. So more like a Salisbury steak for I think what we think of.
I
At least
see.
that's what my microwave dinners were like. But so
Okay.
yeah. So then when the German immigrants brought it here to the Midwest, and I would say like between 1870 and 1890, fairs and like county fairs and stuff really started being a thing. And that's when they took that minced meat patty and threw it in between two pieces of bread so that people could eat it as fair food and walk around. Same thing with the Frankfurter. That's when the hot dogs became big. So it's like that's where all that comes from is like the Midwest fair culture, the farmers, the German immigrants. Yeah.
So you've got German immigrants kind of going to these fairs and these markets and
Yeah.
stuff, and they're like, you know what's going to make it easier? Piece of bread,
stick it on
Some
bread.
of that bread, and did it Do you know like how long it took to like really?
Oh, no, it
catch-
took
or
off. It took
just,
off.
Like instantly
It
takes
took
off.
It took off, but it's not going to go like mainstream until, of course, the Golden Arches.
Fair. That's the Golden Arches. We actually, I mentioned McDonald's a little bit earlier in this episode,
Yeah.
actually. So that's pretty. The history of McDonald's is crazy.
It is.
as well,
And lots
but-
of good info out there about it.
Yeah, that is so so. Germany. You blew my mind with that story actually
Okay.
because
Because you're like, there are places I didn't think were real.
well, yeah. First of all, learning about a whole new aspect of a country, mind-boggling. Because you're just like, oh, that place exists.
Let me reassure you, Mordor, fiction,
Not real.
not real.
So that didn't happen.
real. No.
Lord of the Rings isn't real.
Correct.
Did they have?
They might have had hamburgers.
Did they have hamburgers
But
there for like
not
second
real.
lunch? Did
Yeah.
they eat the?
Yeah.
Okay, good to
Yeah.
know. At least as long as the fictional characters have their hamburgers in the Midwest, I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Just based off this one conversation, I want Alex to turn into you more often because you have so much. Like, I would just love to talk to you about like Oliver North someday.
Oh.
I learned about Oliver North as a kid.
Yeah.
So this is such a like. This has nothing to do with World War I anymore. This is just like we're about to wrap up this segment. I was just like,
Yeah.
By the way, Oliver North, learned about him in an American Dad episode when they sing a song about Oliver North, and then I like did a bunch of research as a kid, and then I was like, this guy sucks. And I would love to learn about, like,
Yeah.
you're talking about like the anti-union stuff,
Yeah.
anti-stuff, and he and Reagan and all of that.
Oh, they killed it.
Yeah,
They killed
that
it.
will
Sorry.
be such an
They killed it.
interesting.
Yeah.
There's so much more to talk about.
Well, and you remember, I watched Ollie North testify.
No way.
yeah.
I still think it's weird that like Oliver North like did a bunch of the sketch gun stuff,
Mm.
and then the NRA was like, he was the gun guy. Make him the president. He's the president of the guns now. It was a very interesting.
Yeah.
I digress. Doc Jones, thank you so much for coming on to teach us about Liberty fries, the atrocities that happen with sauerkraut on pizza. It was really a treat to have you on. Thank you for being an awesome teacher. Thank you for being a reoccurring guest on this
Yeah.
goofy podcast. Is there anything else you want to say? Anything you want to promote before? I know, I put you on the
You
spot on
totally
that
put
one.
me on
Any
the
big
spot there.
promotions, anything?
Oh my God. Read.
Read.
There you go.
Read about. Do you have a book that you'd recommend? Like, if someone's interested in history right now, they just kind of watch like goofy, funny history stuff, but they want to learn more. Is there a book you'd recommend?
You really did spring this on me.
I did. Also,
Actually, can I switch gears?
yes, switch them.
Okay, instead of a history book, because right now I'm totally caught up in this other series of books.
Yes.
Academic as well, because I also do AP Psych. I would highly recommend reading the book Attached.
Attached. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a good. And speaking of AP Psych, there's a whole bunch of AP Psych stuff. Jeez,
Yeah, we
Louise,
could-
we got a million
yeah.
episodes to do with you.
Yeah, you might need to put a name plate above.
Yeah, no, this is Doc Jones' area now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you so much.
It's now time to transform.
Downgrade.
Downgrade time.
Whoa,
That was cool.
that was crazy.
Did that look good? I hope it did.
Special effects.
Welcome back.
Only the best at Bingo Mustache.
Only the best. You can put like a smoke effect just in case. You can make it look really cool. Now that we talked about the
yeah,
past.
smoke effect, right? Now.
No, I meant when you appear.
Oh.
You just added more work for yourself while you edit this.
You know what? I'm just not going to put smoke when I
Yeah.
appear and just put it there.
You're just doing that.
Yeah.
So we talked about the past of hamburgers, right?
Yeah, that was
or-
fascinating, honestly. Her information.
Liberty
I
Steaks.
can't believe you didn't know that Hamburg was a place.
It's for Cincinnati, Ohio. This is becoming a running gag. That's
yeah.
not a gag.
We've I don't want to like get stuck on it because you guys already discussed it quite a bit, but we need to, yeah.
I know Rotenburg, Germany.
I never heard of
Berlin, Germany. See, I know there's just certain spots that I'm
that.
just like,
Hamburg?
it makes sense. Like, it makes sense. Like,
To
Hamburg.
be fair, I never heard of that either.
thank you, God.
Hamburger?
Thank you.
Arturo, shut up. Okay,
I like him now. You know
Call
what?
it-
You should have
Jake-
all the power.
Jake is stupid. Okay, let's
Jake
all
is dumb.
Jake is dumb. Jake is dumb.
Jake is dumb. All
Okay,
right.
so what are we doing today?
So we talked about the past of hamburgers and everything. What do you think the future of hamburgers will look like? Yeah. Do you want to be the business owner or the patty flipper? I'll be the patty flipper.
How about? I was thinking like a Shark Tank type of deal.
Oh, I'll pitch you a burger.
You're gonna pitch me a future
my,
burger.
My new future burger. Yes.
Hi, my name is Billigan Schninklepops, and I was born in the year 2125. And today's on the 500th season of Shark Tank, we're interviewing a gentleman who's bringing a new twist to the hamburger that's supposedly never been seen before. So please join me in welcoming Brock Lee.
This is me walking in. Hello, sharks. Or just shark now. I see it's just one of you now.
Yeah, well, they all died. They went to Mars and it's a long story.
And they've been replaced with computer people next to you, all the brains and tubes I see.
Correct. But I am the only host now.
Yes. So
you got to get me to invest in your business.
Today's pitch is something I'm very excited about. I've been working on it for years now. We know after the tragic crypto crash of 2022 that cryptocurrency has just continued to rise and soar to new heights.
Right.
But something people have not thought about is virtual food, right?
I've never thought about that.
Yes. So in 2023, when the brand new earth-shattering $2,500 virtual reality Google glasses dropped, or those goggle things, do you remember that ancient technology?
I read about that in history class.
Yes. And when that first dropped,
with my history teacher, Doc Jones, Junior, or like the 8th.
However many juniors it takes, it really was something that made a lot of people wake up and realize that virtual reality is truly the greatest thing ever. And I know a lot of us think of it as old tech. So I thought, what if we combine some old tech together, some cryptocurrency in with virtual reality?
Right. Where are you going?
I would like to introduce to you the first ever NFT crypto burger that you can only eat in virtual reality.
Oh my gosh. Did you have that planned, that sound?
I did indeed.
Wow.
This is my co-founder, Arturo, the 25th.
Hello, how are you?
He's a robot, and so am I.
So here's the thing. He tried pressing the robot button, right? But it only works on one of the microphones. I gotta
So Arturo, there's a reason the co-founder doesn't talk too much. He's a little slow. He accidentally made me slip into my robot phase. I'd like it to go on record, even though I'm a robot. You can completely trust me.
I was cryo-freezed.
Yeah, dude, you were supposed to make sure my robot voice didn't break out, because now the sharks aren't going to take me legitimately. Anyway, sharks, this is how it works. Shark and brains. The way this works is you put on the Oculus glasses. You spend $24,000 on this burger, and you get
in this year, that's like 25 cents in 2022.
Exactly.
Dollars.
Yes. So you then pick up the burger, and you pretend to eat it.
Okay.
And it can then go to all the other foods in virtual reality. This is just the first one we're starting with.
That's great.
And we'll have idiots willing to buy it.
Great. Can I try this product?
Yeah. You're actually trying it right now.
What?
There's a burger right in front of you. All you got to do is put on the virtual glasses and you will see that burger.
Actually, I just upgraded to a contact lens.
Oh, just touch it twice.
Yeah.
Here, let me touch your eye twice. Okay. That was just once. That's fine.
I'll do it the second time. Wow. Whoa, there's a burger here.
Yep.
Wow.
No one else can see it. No one else can, but it's there.
Really?
Yeah. And I know it's only like 25 cents in past time, but think about it. If 10 million people buy it.
Yeah, and only for $20,000.
Yes.
Gosh.
So how much?
That's the cost of a gumball these days.
How much would you like to invest? Quick, co-founder Arturo, play the music. Play the music. That'll make it sound cooler.
Ask me how much I want to invest after you start playing the music.
So, how much would you like to invest?
Put me down for 3 of them.
Yes!
Yeah.
The future of hamburgers.
It's here.
We'll be back after these messages.
Delicious.
God damn.
There's no messages.
There's not any commercials or anything?
No, you haven't sold any ads on your show yet.
You're not going to tease another show?
Nobody wants to advertise on your show.
What if
nobody likes it?
This is episode 3, though. So what if by then there is a sponsor?
It's possible.
It's game time.
Wow. That was great, Arturo. That was
game time.
That was awesome.
Super good.
I love that our game time announcer, just whoever the producer is, you're now saying it's game time.
So we got Rusty off the street to come in to be the producer for today's.
Game time, everybody!
He's got 3 cigarettes in his mouth right now.
Do you have the 3 words for spelling?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
You do? Good. I'll explain the game. I'll give you some time. So,
Yes.
today's game, as you saw earlier, will end with someone getting slapped by a very used fly swatter. Now, you probably can't see it. Let me try to get it nice and close. It's got fly guts on it, which is pretty cool.
Oh, really?
So that makes it just even better. You can take a little look there.
Okay. Yeah. Here, give me that close up here, Arturo. You could kind of see. I don't know. It's on the bottom of there. There's some guts.
Nice. Are you cool with that hitting our face?
Face.
Yeah.
For the sake of the entertainment, I'm
Cool.
not finding.
Dude, you're gonna win. I'm notoriously bad at spelling.
That's true. You're literally dyslexic. I don't know what happened to my words that I
So
had
I'm gonna explain the
prepared.
game while you look it up. So you look it up. So in today's game, ladies and gentlemen, here I'll do a little close up there. All right, good luck, man. You go ahead and just.
Don't mind me.
In today's exciting game, you can just put a close up on me, Arturo, and cut him at perfect. In today's exciting game, we will have 3 words. 1 moderately easy, 1 moderately difficult, and then 1 truly difficult word. I will give Alex that easy word first. He'll try to spell it. If he misspells it, that does not give him a point. He will then give me a word, and if I misspell it, I also don't get a point. You only get a point if you correctly spell the word. And let's be honest, between the both of us, it's probably going to be like a 1-point game. So
Let's see.
it's going to be interesting. I gave you pretty easy words.
Yeah. I think I've got a really good easy, medium, hard
Here,
word.
you can judge it kind of off of the words I give you. I'll give you your word first. Is that cool?
So we're going easy to hard, right?
Yes.
Because that would.
Yes.
I
Your
don't wanna go
word.
backwards.
Your word. Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Yep.
Actually, sorry. Can you use it in a sentence?
No. Theodore Roosevelt could probably beat up FDR.
Can I have it? Its origin?
Nope. Just spell Roosevelt.
Roosevelt. Roosevelt. Roosevelt.
I was expecting the bow, 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 bow. But to be fair, how am I supposed to know if you
I
can
don't
spell
know
that?
if it's right.
That's a good point. you
could've
should know
given
all
him-
these words.
I was waiting for you to say,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, good job."
Oh, yeah. Let's do it again.
Don't press anything.
Yeah,
I'm going to add a ding or a buzz.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
You got it. Crap. I just lost. That just lost me the game, I bet. Because I'm not going to spell any of them right.
Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Roosevelt.
Cool.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt. All right, my turn. Give me one.
Okay. Your easy word is economic.
ECON. I'm so bad at spelling.
You are.
MIC. Economic.
I'm going to let you start over again
Because I just train wrecked that.
you just don't stop yourself. Just go ahead and spell all the way through.
ECHON. Dude, there's no H in it. There isn't an H in economics. ECOMINCE. Economic.
You really are dyslexic. That's the bad thing about this game for you. No, that's so
Wrong.
you just spelled ecomonic.
Yeah, ecomonic.
Economic. Such-
Economic is an N before the M, obviously.
Okay, so the first time you spelled it, you missed the second O, and the second time you spelled it with an H, and then the third time you spelled it economic.
Yeah, 'cause you're like, I'm gonna let you say-
ECONOMIC.
Economic.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Correct.
can't spell, dude. Like, closing my eyes made it worse. I was like,
Really set yourself up.
dude, I was like, oh, when people can spell when they close their eyes, that's the first time I've ever closed my eyes spelling something.
No,
And like,
you
closing,
can, in the spelling bees, the kids write it on they like take their
writing
number
it for me will be so much better, but that's
and
not, I don't want to do that.
They pantomime like writing it on the back of their like number that's
Yeah.
hanging around their neck.
Being dyslexic, I don't know how much that would help, but it feels like it would be more helpful because closing my eyes. But that's not. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change the rules. So I'm fricked.
You
All
are
right.
fricked. All right. Second word, please. We're definitely going to go through all three.
I said economic.
Economic is what you spelled.
Economics.
And
I was just panicking at that point. I was like, oh, God.
Give me the second word.
Gerrymandered.
Gerrymandered. Can you use it in a sentence?
Many districts are negatively affected by gerrymandering.
That's not gerrymandered. That's gerrymandering.
Sure, then gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering is the word?
There you go.
Okay. Can I have its origin?
Country
of origin?
America.
Oh, okay.
Was created, but okay, go ahead.
Gerrymandered. G.
Yep.
You were hoping for that J.
No,
Gerrymandering. Gerrymandering.
No. Gerrymandered. Gerrymandered. Or DERING. Sorry.
So I just missed the double R?
I believe so, yeah.
Damn.
Let me double check that for you, just in case.
No, that's
Yeah, you missed the double R.
oh, okay. I was like, double check it. You didn't have it in front of you the whole time?
I did, but I was like, what if Dude, I'm notoriously bad speller.
Are you going off of what you typed, or do you have that in front of you, like, from... Never mind. I'm just...
I'm going off of what I typed, and I just Googled it to double check it.
Okay.
Let's go. What if I get my second one? Let's do this.
That would be awesome. Okay. Your second word, which actually I think is honestly just as easy as economic.
Well, that's fine because I'm terrible at spelling.
But yeah, you're gonna get lost somewhere in the middle because again, it's too long for your brain to like know what you've already said.
Yeah, that's where I get lost.
So your second word is colonialism.
Pass.
It's a history word. Colonialism.
Colony.
Spell colonialism.
I can't.
You can't. You have to try.
Colonialism.
How do you spell colonial? And then you know how to spell ism. Colonial. It's spelled exactly how it sounds.
No, that's the problem. Dude, like my brain goes like literally short circuit.
Okay.
This is me every time. This is me every time I try to teach you a history thing where I'm like, dude, it's so obvious. Like, how could you not know the teapot dome? Like that kind of stuff.
Okay, but there's a I can't remember what it's actually called. It's called like educated bias or something.
Yeah.
Where people like call other people dumb for not knowing things that they should know. Like you don't know how to make your bed. It's like, no, I've never made my bed.
COLOANISM. Colonialism.
What?
I went, colon is...
We can never do this again because this isn't even fair. Colonialism. COLONIALISM.
Completely forgot the
Cologne.
IA and yeah.
But not spelled like the spray cologne,
Yeah.
like this fragrance. It's cologne, COLONEAL,
Yeah.
ism,
was-
ISM. Cologne, COLON.
Does this feel like Alex is bullying me a little bit with the way
sorry,
he's talking
I don't-
down to me?
It's more of like an
Is
older
this-
brother.
is this what I- no, what I
can't
mean-
believe you can't get
No,
this.
what I mean is this what I sound like when I'm like talking to you and I'm like literally
Mystery drink.
no
They didn't pay us.
like last episode when you were like, I'm going to tie Andrew Jackson to this thing, and I was like, let's slow down now. Calm down. I remember I was like,
Right,
stop
right,
you.
right, yes.
That's what you're doing here is you're like
You
trying
did
to
do that.
you're like trying to sound it out for me and you're like, come on, man. And I'm like,
Colonialism. That's okay. Okay. Give me your last word.
I'm gonna be way nicer to you
but
from now on
you've
about
already
history.
you've already lost. Correct?
No, you got
Oh
one
wait,
more
no.
one. If you get this one right, I've already lost. You've got 1 point.
Correct.
Meskwaki.
Oh, that's a hard one. Is that your hard one?
Yeah, they were on to a hard one.
Oh, right. Your second. What was the second one you gave me?
Gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering. Yeah. Shoot. I can like see the way. Yeah, okay. Say it again.
Meskwaki.
Meskwaki. Oh man. Okay.
Native American in origin.
Yes, thank you. Arturo's Native American.
Correct.
Are you really?
I am a quarter.
My great grandmother was Native American, like full. So then I don't know what that makes me, but not enough to be like, I'm Native American.
That makes you cool.
Yeah.
Cool guy Jake. Anyways, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Arturo. Meskwaki.
Meskwaki.
AKA, I'll use it in a sentence. Let's all go down to the Meskwaki Casino and Hotel in Iowa.
I know about it. Meskwaki. I don't know what the second letter is. If it's like an A or a U or an O. Musquash. I'm gonna go with MASQUA.
God bless you.
K.
God bless you. Not even. God.
No. Oh, sorry. I know I can't go back, but I do.
No, you
I feel
can't.
like
I went back.
MUSKUAQUIE.
There's no Q. MESKWAKI. Meskwaki.
MES.
It's spelled like meskwaki. Like it's not even.
It's spelled how it sounds.
Like in a weird way. Like that's how you spell it. Isn't it weird? MESKWAKI. Meskwaki.
Okay, because I think I was like seeing Makokata in my head.
Makokata.
Iowa.
Let's go to the
Meskwaki.
Makokata.
MESKWAKI. It looks like Japanese almost. Meskwaki.
All right, give me my hard
Right?
one.
Like Osaka.
Yeah. What if I get this right? They'll be
Okay, so
bonkers.
if you get this right, we
we tie, and there's no way. You've already won.
This is my hard word.
Yeah, there's no way.
So
Dude, to get me, like, I remember we've done a spelling test before, and I actually got one right because it was just short and crazy. Like, if it's short and weird, I might get it, but if you do long ones,
how
I'm
do you
wrecked.
spell cat? Can you spell cat?
QUW.
You're right. Okay, your hard word that has to do with history is. It's actually hard to say. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Crap. It's
ANTI.
anti-disestablishmentarianism. That's the word.
ANTIDIST.
No. Just start over. You were doing it. Start over.
ANTIDISTABLISH ISMS.
What just happened to you? Why'd you fall apart there?
Because I forgot the word. It's too long.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just remembered the ism. So then where I left off, it'd be MENT. Oh, it's too late.
No, it's not. I'm gonna let you have this. Excuse me. Sorry.
ISH.
Me having to burp was not a reaction.
Dude, I can't. It's too long.
Man, I think you could have gotten it.
ISHMENT ABLISM.
You could have had it. You could have done it.
ABLEISME. What is it? I give up.
Anti disestablishment DISESTABLISH.
The fact that I spelled
MENTARIANISM.
The fact that I spelled disestablishment.
The fact that I spilled
The fact that I spelled something correct is a pretty big honor for me. I'm gonna
dude,
be
you
honest.
got to disestablishment.
Yeah. And then my
sorry. You got to anti-dis.
my brain glitched out in there. Go ahead.
This is really hard.
Hit on this cheek.
And here's the thing, dude. So the past 2 episodes, we've shared the punishment. We both
You
did the
don't
shot
need to
collar.
share this one, bro.
We both did the ice down the pants.
Just let me hit you on the leg or something.
That's the thing. I think it loses some effect if we both do it every time. So this time, I'm not going to accept I'm not doing this as well.
What a loser.
You will.
I'm just kidding. What a sore winner.
You are alone in this punishment.
All right, let's do it.
I'm going to slap you in the face with the gut side.
Oh, God. Okay. Don't do it too.
There's guts on the other side. Oh
do
my
it.
God,
Just
dude.
do it.
And there's like webbing or like hairs in here.
Yeah, do it, man.
Okay. Do you have a preference on which side? The microphone side. Let's put the microphone up to it, so the beautiful people at home
how
can.
hard it test it. Just test it like on yourself. That like not hard, but just see like how it feels. Don't do it that hard.
I want to leave like.
That's insane.
Great.
Okay.
I mean, what's the fun if it's not like a real punishment? This is history class meets Jackass.
All right, go for it. Go for it.
That's what the website says.
Go for it.
Okay, are you ready? Mm-hmm. I feel bad. I feel so bad. I don't want to do it.
Just do it. You got me in the ear. You missed the cheek entirely.
I think it's so big. I got all of it.
You missed the cheek. Oh, that was scary. Did it look good at least?
It looked pretty good from
Oh.
Does it sound good? You hear that slap?
I heard
The
a slap.
weight, man. You were torturing me too. You're like, I can't do it. I can't. I was like, just do it.
Yeah, that was kind of. I wanted to torture.
You gotta bleep yourself.
I wanted to torture you a little
Hecking
bit.
torture.
Heckin'
Heckin'
torture.
torture.
Hey, join us tomorrow. Or
There it
not
is.
tomorrow.
Hit that music, that theme song music.
Next week we're
on
hitting each other with
that
a with a
button.
pan. I just decided.
We're hitting each other with a pan next week, huh?
In the stomach with the pan straight up.
All right. Sounds good.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with us, learning a little bit about World War I, World War II, hamburgers, and so much more. Thank you to Doc Jones for joining us. Thank you for Arturo for being our god and awesome producer. Thank you to Alex Schulte for just always being an awesome co-host.
Hey.
Thank you to Jake Chummer
Thanks,
for
Jake,
saying
for-
all the things.
And thanks, Jake, for taking one for the team. You know?
I've got fly guts in my ear, so I'm going to get out of here. We are Historically Inaccurate, produced and distributed by Mango Mustache Media.
Go to mangomustache.com/historically inaccurate for more information. Make sure you leave us a good 5-star review. Make sure that you drop some comments. And if you want to watch this episode, if you're only listening to it, go ahead and go to the Mango Mustache Media YouTube channel and click on the Historically Inaccurate playlist. If you're watching this show and want to listen to it, it's on Apple
I
Podcasts,
was like, maybe I
Spotify,
can do a big go out
and everywhere
with this.
else.
Like I'm trying to do a huge final. As my history teacher always said, make sure you watch out for deer.
You broke it. It broke on your hand. It snapped off. Why are you torturing yourself? You're an idiot.